Good morning, everybody. Hey, I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chasetheheat. And this is Non Sequitur from Voodoo Chili Hot Sauce. My friend Tom Toth. I love the name Non Sequitur. That's such a... let me give you guys the definition of Non Sequitur. Non Sequitur is a statement, a conclusion, or a statement that does not logically follow from the previous argument or the previous statement. So this is a change, complete change. I love this. I like, listen to this. We offer no explanations, but instead invite you on a culinary journey, a glimpse into the idiosyncratic mental framework and alien universe that is the mind of our chief sauceologist. Another fine example of sui generis. Wood fire apple butter, orange marmalade, and habanero peppers meet to provide you the most unique flavor experience. It's awesome on pork chops, ribs, chicken, or as a special, as a spread on your English muffin or toast. I like the looks of it. I like the bottle shape. I like everything about it. Non Sequitur. What a great name. Guys, check out the label. I don't know if you caught that. It's an apple, but the inside of it is an orange. That's so non sequitur. I like it. All right, I'm excited about doing this. Tom is a good friend of mine. I like Tom a lot. Tom is just a good dude, and I like Tom because Tom is a very smart guy. Anybody who knows Tom Toth knows he's an intelligent dude. I like talking with him. I love the color of this. It's got a great consistency, a beautiful color. I love it. Here are the ingredients, folks. Apples, corn syrup, hot peppers. The hot peppers include habaneros and fatales. I love fatales. Apple cider vinegar, agave nectar, orange peel, orange juice, fruit, pectin, lemon juice, spices, citric acid, and natural orange flavor. I'm not sure about this light. What do you think? Should I turn this on? Kind of give it a glow? Is that kind of a cool thing or a bad thing? We'll leave it on and see what people think about it. All right, so I'm excited about trying this. Thought of a funny story to tell you. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be story time. As the heat builds on this, I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. Getting the vinegar and the peppers, but there's a spice I can't put my finger on. I love it. What a great aroma. Getting a bit of the citrus, not picking the apple up, but a bit of a fruitiness. Interesting. Here's the pour. All right. Now, the aroma is virtually the same on the spoon. So for my friend Tom Toth, Voodoo Chili presents Non Sequitur. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chasetheheat. Wow, what a unique. Getting the apples and the great blend of the apple and the orange. Pick up the habaneros. Citrus, the citrus is wonderful. The spice, there's a spice in there I cannot put my finger on. Boy, you know, if you've had some of Tom's sauces from Voodoo Chili Hot Sauce, then you try this, the name's perfect. So different than anything else I've ever had by Tom. Great pepper flavor too. It's got really legitimate heat. I mean, this is definitely going to be a middle of the road kind of a hot sauce. For somebody who's not really used to it, it's going to be medium heat. It's around 4 or 5 for somebody who's not really accustomed to heat. Solid 5, actually. This is great. I think this would be great. Everything he said, pork chops, ribs, chicken, I think it'd be great on eggs. Or on an English muffin. Great finish on it. I have one more spoonful. I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. One of the stories that's formed me to kind of what I am. Slight sweetness to the sauce, which is really neat. So the sweetness, the peppers, the fruitiness, the blend of the apples and the orange, citrus from the lemon. Great pepper flavor with this wonderful little some spices at it. This beautiful sauce. I love it. If you guys haven't tried it, you gotta go to the description box and get some Voodoo Chili hot sauce. Check them out at saucesomeness.com. SAUCESOMENESS. Saucesomeness.com. Very cool. You guys, let me tell you guys a funny story. I was in high school. I was probably only a freshman. We had a car wash we were doing to raise money for something. I don't remember what it was, but I was at this car wash. And this dude drove by, and I'll never forget it as long as I live. It seemed like the longest old sedan, 4-door sedan, convertible, top down, drove by. We yelled, "Hey, car wash, car wash." He said no, and this is what I did. I gave him the finger, and I have no idea why. But man, the car went. He backed up and pulled back into the where we were in this parking lot in Woodstock, Vermont. And I stood there. He looked right at me. He got out of his car. He was tall. He was a skinny dude, but he was way bigger than me. He was probably 25. I was a kid. I was like, I might have even been in 8th grade. I don't even think I was a freshman yet. I was probably in 8th grade. I was a kid. It was so stupid. He grabbed me, and he says, "Do you want to fight me?" I said, "No." And he goes, "Where do you live?" I said, "Here." And he said, and he gave me the finger. He goes, "This means I think I'm tougher than you are. Let's find out. Do you want to find out?" And I said, "No." And he grabbed me by my collar, and he slapped me in the face, and he backhanded me in the face, and he slapped me again. And I think it was probably only 3 times that he slapped me, but it felt like 1,000. It felt like slow motion. Everybody was watching. When he was done, he said, "I taught you a really important lesson, and I hope you remember it." And I was embarrassed as can be. I was so glad he didn't kill me, because he could have killed me if he wanted to. I was so scared. I think I'd only been in 1 fracas in my life at that point. No, that's not true. I've been in a bunch. But they were all kids my age, little kids. This guy was a big dude. So anyway, fast forward about 30 years. 30 years? Nah, 25 years. I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah with Tommy, my brother. And we're going to go, I've been skiing. We're in Salt Lake City, Utah. We've been skiing for a week. It's been great. Did helicopter skiing one day. I'll tell that story. It was awesome. But I'm driving with a buddy of his is driving a big Blazer, and it's my brother, me, Tommy, and 2 other guys, and I'm probably the smallest guy there. These are a bunch of big dudes. Tommy's bigger than I am. These are a lot of big guys in this car. And we're on this road at the base of Little Cottonwood Canyon. It's called Seven Sisters, the Seven Sisters, what they call it, because there are 7 big corners, just like this. I mean, like S-turns. They're amazing. If you guys have been in Little Cottonwood Canyon in Salt Lake City, you know the road I'm talking about, in the canyon. But anyway, we're driving, and as we're driving, this guy pulls behind us, and we're on a turn doing one of these, and we're in our lane turning this way. And on the blind corner, this guy comes around us and tries to pass us. And And a car is coming, so he had to quickly duck back in, and he started beeping his horn at us like we had done something wrong. And I didn't do anything. I'm in the passenger. I'm in the back. Tommy's in the passenger. Can't remember who was driving. Two other guys. Kevin, a buddy named Kevin was driving. A good friend of my brother's. So he's beeping the horn at us, and finally, on when the Seven Sisters corner stops, he passes us and gives us the finger. And I yelled at Kevin. I said, "How much gas do you have in the car?" He goes, "We got a full tank." I said, "You follow him. I don't care if we have to run out of gas. Follow him." And we started following this guy, and we're driving up the road, up the access road, and we're driving. And as we're driving, the guy starts slowing down. And I looked at him. We're all talking like, "What's he doing?" So he starts weaving like this. Weaving. He's running. I said, "He's running out of gas. He's trying to get the car to go. He's running out of gas." And right as this is happening, there's a little pull off here. And he pulls off and stops his car. And it's just him in the car. And it's me and 4 other guys. And they're all big dudes. So I said, "Let me out." So they let me out of the car. And I walk up to his window. And the window is cracked. And he rolls it up and locks his door. I knock on his window. And he's sitting in the car. I said, "Roll your window down a little bit." And he cracks his window. I said, "Do you know what?" And I showed him the finger. I said, "You know what that means?" I said, "Let me tell you something. Where I come from, that means I think I'm tougher than you are. Let's find out." And he just looked at me. I said, "Get out of your car." And he goes, "No." I said, "Get out of your car. I'm going to punch your window out. I'm going to drag you out of your car." I wasn't really going to do that, but I had all my friends in the car, so I was kind of trying to be tough a little bit. Anyway, he goes, so he wouldn't get out of the car. I said, "I want to tell you something. You learned a valuable lesson today. You don't ever give anybody the finger because that's what that means. It means I think I'm tougher than you are. Let's find out." I said, then I said to him, "Put your hand out." And he goes, "What?" I said, "Hold your hand out." And he holds his hand out. His hand's doing this. I said, "Not a very good move to give the finger to a car with a truck with a carload of guys like this, right?" And he went, "I said, are you ever going to do that again?" And he went, "Never." I said, "Good job." So I go to get back in my car, and he rolls his window all the way down, and he's holding a gas can that he had in the passenger side. He goes, "I'm out of gas. Can you drive me to a gas?" He had the nerve to ask us to drive him to a gas station. I said, "No, not only are you never going to give anybody the finger again, but it's about 2 miles in either direction to the nearest gas station." So actually, it wasn't even 2 miles that way. It was 2 miles in the opposite direction. But anyway, so that's kind of a funny story. I learned a good lesson when I was a kid. I never do that to anybody. It's a terrible thing to do. But I thought that was kind of a funny story. You guys have to try non sequitur. I love the name. This story was kind of non sequitur. I haven't done story time in a while. It wasn't it's different than the last video. Kind of non sequitur. Boy, the sweetness, the apple and the orange, great pepper flavor, but the spice in there. Give me a second. Man, I cannot put my finger on it. But wow, is this delicious. This is really, really a tasty, I don't give flavor or flavor ratings or scale on 1 to 10 because my tastes are different than yours. But boy, if I did, this would be right up there. This is very, very delicious. A really neat orange color. The consistency is fantastic. It's not so hot that it's going to ruin anybody. So even if you're sort of just beginning your journey of chasing the heat, this is a good sauce because it's loaded with flavor. Very unique sauce. Tom, we will be talking. I can't wait to find out what that spice is in this because you stuck the landing. I'll give you a 10. This is a great sauce, man. I like it a lot. All right, guys. So in the description box, you'll see a link for Voodoo. If you haven't tried it yet, you need to. He's got so many really unique sauces. Does a lot with bacon. And who doesn't love bacon, right? I put bacon on my bacon. Oh. So So check out their sauces. You'll see a link. If you've already tried them, then go to the comment section and let me know, because I love reading the comments. I'm sure Tom will read the comments on this video. But so thank you for hanging out with me. Right above my hand is the family crest. That's the pepper. Click it and become part of the family. We'd like to be part of you to be part of it. We want to be part of what you're doing. It is a big family. It's kind of cool. If you don't want to miss a video, you don't need to. Click the bell for notification, and we'll do just that. We'll notify you when we upload new ones. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.